Welcome to the JMU Department of Career and Academic Planning Handshake 101 virtual workshop. To start, please provide us with some basic information so we can connect with you after you've finished the workshop. You'll be presented with some written information, videos, and graphics. We'll ask a few questions along the way to make sure you're learning the material. This digital workshop should take about an hour to complete. Have a question or need help? Email cap@jmu.edu. Handshake 101. This section focuses on how you can use Handshake. Learning outcomes. Upon the completion of this Handshake workshop, students will be able to identify steps in building a profile on Handshake, create or modify their Handshake profile, recall tips on how to build a professional profile on Handshake. This workshop addresses the following career readiness competencies: oral and written communication, career management, digital technology, and professional and work ethic. Watch this brief video to learn more about what Handshake is and how it works. How you can use Handshake: to learn about career fairs, on-campus interviews, and CAP events, to develop a personal brand, and to connect and interact with job recruiters. Networking. What is networking? Networking is about building relationships and connecting with other people. Often, people exchange information and make contacts that can be for business or social purposes. We do this all the time, without even being aware that we're doing it. How often have you asked other people about a current movie or TV show, and then found out that you had other things in common, like restaurants, jobs, or friends? Those conversations are relationship building, and that's essentially how networking happens. Making connections. There is so much more to a job search than submitting resumes. It's all about identifying key opportunities that many times are not posted to the public. Some experts cite figures that 70 to 80% of all open jobs are never advertised to the public. Donald Asher writes in his book, How to Get Any Job, that if you only look for advertised jobs, you're missing half the job market. Advertised jobs are like the tip of the iceberg, while the rest of the iceberg is invisible. You have to find the hidden job market to run a successful job or internship search. So, how can you learn about positions that are not publicly advertised? Talk to people, connect, build relationships, and network. This is why the expression that it's not what you know, but who you know can ring true. Employers, if given the choice, would rather interview someone familiar or who has been referred to them. Having a common connection can definitely be in your favor. Answer the following questions to make sure you're learning the material. Building your profile. You already have a Handshake account that JMU has made for you. Just go to jmu.joinhandshake.com and log in with your EID and password. Follow along with this video as you set up your Handshake profile. Filling out your profile is pretty straightforward, and Handshake will walk you through the whole process. You can fill out as much or as little as you'd like, but remember, students who complete their profile on Handshake are 5 times more likely to be contacted by an employer. Some helpful tips. Photo. Make sure you are the only one in the picture and consider leaving out animals or busy backgrounds. Ask yourself if your picture makes a great first impression. Bio or summary. This is a great place to add your elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is a 30 to 60 second commercial or introduction of yourself. You can learn more about writing and perfecting your elevator pitch in our Interviewing 101 workshop. Wondering how to make your profile more complete? Get inspiration from other students' profiles. To get profile ideas, you can view profiles of your peers in the Students tab. Ideas to consider. Volunteer experience can be just as important as internships or jobs, especially if you worked in a leadership role. Make sure to highlight all of your relevant experience and the skills that you developed in each position. Don't forget to mention extracurricular activities and clubs you're a part of. This can show employers that you care about being engaged and have varied interests. Staying relevant. Make sure to keep the For Employers Only section up to date. Tips for this section. Handshake allows you to update your status and include whether you're actively looking for a job, looking for internships for a certain period of time, or just browsing. You can also select what kinds of positions you're interested in, cities where you're willing to live and work, and roles you would consider. Think carefully about the geographic location you're conducting a job search in and whether it might make sense to broaden your scope. Be aware of what each role you list typically entails, and be sure you're interested in and qualified for those positions. Use the tool below to learn more. Not sure what path to take? To get an idea of job roles of interest, check out the Discover Careers tab under Career Center. Additional tips for this section. The Discover Careers tab allows you to preview different job roles, typical salaries, and jobs available with those titles. This is especially helpful if you are interested in multiple branches of the same industry or multiple related industries. Take some time to explore what different jobs entail and find what most interests you. Handshake offers a breakdown of majors that tend to apply for each role, so you can see if a position is generally in your field. You can also message students and alumni who currently hold that position to chat with them. Following job roles. Explore roles and mark them as interested to receive more information by email. Additional tips for this section. By marking roles or specific job listings as interested, Handshake will send you emails to remind you of application deadlines and recommend related jobs you might also want to apply for. Answer the following questions to make sure you're learning the material. Find jobs and internships. This section will focus on finding jobs and internships through Handshake. Watch this video for a brief overview. Networking and building connections. Networking is essentially just sharing information about yourself, your career, and your goals. You can network anytime and anywhere. Handshake can help you build a network and have a professional presence online. CAP provides a variety of ways for students to interact with employers through regular events and on-campus interviews. JMU also hosts many alumni networking events for students and graduates. Recruiters expect for you to reach out to them and ask questions and make connections. Don't be afraid to track down your own leads and send them a message through Handshake. Employers like proactive students, and just by asking around if someone needs an intern, you could end up creating your own internship. Consider with whom you can connect to form a professional relationship. Consider who you already know. Classmates, friends, members of your sorority or fraternity, members of a club you're in, coworkers, people you met at events or around campus, and people in your major or minor are all helpful Handshake connections. Send them a message if something on their profile catches your eye. Did a classmate do an internship last summer that you're applying for now? Did your friend land a new job at a company you're interested in? These can be valuable connections and could potentially help you get hired. Answer the following question to make sure you're learning the material. Want more information? Visit joinhandshake.com or schedule a meeting with a CAP advisor. Thanks for completing the workshop. If you have any questions, contact CAP at cap@jmu.edu or make an appointment with CAP staff. See jmu.edu/cap for more information and resources.